money to
a
support
question.
this.
All right, I think we're live now.
Okay.
Pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, welcome. Hope everybody had a nice holiday weekend. Would you like to do your review and updates?
I'll go. So I attended the employee task force meeting last week. And basically, the main focus was on charity fundraising and trying to pick, what organization, the golf tournament went towards youth last year. It was kind of general consensus that they'd like to do youth again. But along with that, the food pantry. So one of the things brought up too was possibly working with Big Brothers Big Sisters. However, we want that money to stay in Geary County, not go to Riley County. So we're working on that. Let's see. The golf tournament is set for like last year, and it'll be Saturday, June 1st at 10 a.m. at Rolling Meadows. That's set in stone, and they're looking for sponsors. I think it'll be a lot bigger this year than it was last year, since last year was the first year. But they raised a little over $4,000 last year.
Yeah.
And so that was really good, and we hope to increase that. The food pantry part might not be so much associated with the golf tournament anymore. Maybe have 2 food drives here, county office and staff and all that. Do 2 of them a year, one maybe this summer and one towards the holidays and winter or fall. The other one I attended was the Public Building Commission, and so we talked about checks and accounts payable on the hospital side, and then trying to determine what do we do, how long do we keep going after accounts receivable. Introduced our new member, Rena Neal. She's there. I think she's going to be a good asset.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, well, let's see, we talked about, we looked into amendments to the bylaws, second terms, and meeting times. And so I think on the 26th is our joint meeting from Public Building Commission and us, and that'll be spelled out. But I do have a packet, but if you do want to look at some of that, the checks are kind of boring, but other than that, that's all I have.
Well, last week we had bench viewing. I think that went well.
It was interesting.
It was very interesting.
I look forward to our discussion about that.
It was a lot of walking. I cleared a lot of steps that day. Other than that, I got sick and I wasn't able to attend 2 meetings last week, so I had to circle back around and meet with Donna to talk about some CBD stuff on this, and then the risk management meeting I can't miss anymore.
I was gonna say, you have to go to the rest of them.
Yeah.
When you were there, and I said, oh
You should have, I know,
my gosh,
one of us could have, I could have called in or,
Because it was the same day as my other meeting
Yeah,
at 2.
I
Because
figured.
I asked Gary, I said, is he late? Is he coming? And Gary said, no,
I
he's
called-
sick. And
I called him. Well, I shot him, let him know I wasn't.
Well, next time, let us know.
Yeah, well, Yeah, I'll figure out a way to let y'all know. That way, nobody tries to have us talk. But no, plan on circling back around, with Donna this week. Talk about that. So,
Well, we had Flint Hills Regional Council meeting, they're, applying for EDA grant, it's a renewal grant. Well, first I was elected as the chairman of the Flint Hills Regional Council.
hey, congrats.
I'm kind of excited about that and working with the new director and, seeing where, things will go and, I'm hopeful that, Junction City decides to rejoin. I think we have some really good things going on and we're in a much better place than we were 3 years ago with as far as the funding and the debt that we had and, we had a couple new members join and Milford joined, which I'm really glad. We're doing a housing study for them and hopefully that'll help them do what their goals are and then of course they're doing the brownfield study on Grand Avenue and that's a regional thing, like different areas of different organizations, different counties. It was put in as one group, and so just that area of Geary County is on there. So I'll be interested to see what kind of things that they put in. Had a couple of childcare meetings. We're having another one today, trying to figure out which direction we're going to go. We're looking for people that really want to be involved in that and try to get this up and running. It's been a slow process, but I have faith that we'll get it done. So yeah. I think that's about it.
Well, congrats on your appointment.
Well, thank you.
So do you guys,
I'll have the new director come in once he gets, he just started, but, so you guys can meet him and he can talk to you.
I met him at the city commission meeting.
Oh, okay.
Talked to him briefly there.
Nice guy.
So do you have, and I've never asked this question, you guys, does the regional council set annual goals of what target areas they want to go at?
Well, just basically, people have to advocate for their community. There's been, some water, grants put in for some of the smaller communities. I've asked several times if we had anything that we could look at the EPA wise, outside of the city limits. And nobody's gotten anything where we could, because I would have put in for that too. Yeah, I just, if there's something that we need to do, and if they've already agreed that if our Child Care Coalition does a CBDG grant, that they would assist us doing that. So basically it's the community that has to tell us their needs. And on the website, there is a need assessment where you can go, each community can go in and fill out any needs that they have. And so, then we can actively look for stuff that could help them. So.
Something that I think is becoming an issue, or probably has been an issue, is what people do with these tires. Just throw them in the road ditches.
Yeah.
And there used to be years ago, I don't know how long ago, but they put in, I won't say regional council did, but somehow we got a grant through KDHE or whatever. And Public Works collected used tires for free. And so I talked to Corey about it. He was gonna research it.
Oh, okay.
But,
I can ask and see if they know of any that other communities have put in for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because so often you see used tires in the road ditches and
I don't mean to interrupt, but Potawatomi County, once a year in May, they do a free tire and refrigeration amnesty day to let people take anything like refrigerators, that has Freon and stuff, and tires to the landfill, free of charge.
But the larger trucks, the larger tires, like for big trucks and stuff, there is a fee for those, but for regular passenger tires. So I don't know if that's something that they just absorb the cost for, if they get a grant or anything like that for.
I wonder like where, tire places where they dispose of their tires.
Oh, well, like if you.
There's a fee when they take your tires.
Do
You
they
have to
use
pay
us
it.
You
or
gotta
I
pay-
don't know
you
if they
pay
get
a fee.
recycled or something.
They get charged to have them recycled.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's something to look into. All right, anything else? All right, Crystal?
Just a few items, and to the best of my knowledge, no executive sessions.
Wow, what a day.
Oh, nope, I need a 5-minute phone.
Well, it's not your fault.
I tried.
Yes, you did.
We have some department head notices for out of office. One of those is mine. I'll be out tomorrow. My husband has to have a medical procedure done. So over the weekend, we've got to spend some time in the ER. So he's got that and I've got cold, so it doesn't make a great combination.
Makes a happy household.
Yeah, well, we're each taking care of each other, so, we both feel bad that the other one feels bad, so. And I heard that Keith updated you on information from the task force.
Well, if there's something I missed,
Oh, no, I think you did really well. There's always gonna be, I think, some people, not happy with certain things that we don't have any control over.
Sure.
But if they need to vent at the time, then I'm really happy to let them vent. So, we did go ahead and get the leave balances transferred last week, like I said that we would do during the commission meeting last week. We did everybody's, so now we're going back to undo those that grandfathered in, and chose to be on the old system. But we did let them know that when we sent out the email. I got an email from, our lobbyist for Kansas SHRM on something that affects us as well. They're looking at a potential amendment to Senate Bill 500. This bill's regarding restricted driving privileges, and the underlying bill would allow a person designated as a habitual violator or has their license restricted or removed to apply for a restricted license or even a full license if the employer will voluntarily withhold money from their paychecks to pay towards the bill that they owe for the licenses and the court fees. It is 100% aimed at permissive. So it's nothing required. If employers don't want to do it, they say, hey, this is extra money, I don't want to worry about it. But it does allow us an opportunity to keep a good employee, for example, if they had some errors or judgment or whatever. So it's, the only thing it does for us is a little bit extra payroll work where we have to just set up a garnishment, but we'd set up garnishments before. So I don't know when it is due to go to committee to be seen. But the proposal basically states that an employee or employer may sponsor an employee through the program. So, and then we can do it on a case-by-case basis as well. But I will keep you updated as to how that works and what, if any, information or procedures that we need to follow in order to continue with that. And last but not least today, as part of our website redesign, I am recommending that we additionally add on a program called Audio Eye. And Civic Plus has worked with them quite extensively, so they have no issues with compatibility. Audio Eye basically puts the onus on them instead of us to ensure that the website is ADA compatible. With all the changes, they're responsible if the law changes or gets more restrictive, whatever. They're part of their procedures are to go through our website and make sure that we're meeting at least minimum requirements for ADA compatibility, such as having the right sight words to describe a picture, or to ensure that it is readable for the read aloud programs and things like that. Right now, it would fall on each of us that goes onto the website and modifies it to ensure. And I'm not sure that all of us, definitely not all of us, but probably most of us don't know how to do that or what to look for. So Audio Eye takes that responsibility on themselves to do that. And that's a brief overview. I have a copy of an email from Ryan Watkins that shows how much it would be for the rest of this year and then the next 3 years to get that added. So basically the bottom part of the email is just what I'm having you look at so that you can see what it will be. And I would be able to budget for it going forward, but I did visit with, you want a copy of this, please?
Yeah.
And there is enough money in my budget to pay for it this year, and then I could go ahead and adjust, future budgets to make sure that we could afford that going forward. But, under HR's ADA compliance, and I would much rather not have to rely on my own limited knowledge of ADA compliance when it comes to websites. I would appreciate if the commission would, allow me to, spend this, 4,000 some odd dollars to ensure that our website stays and remains ADA compliant.
So do you want to do it, trial run, is that what you're saying, this year?
No, I'd like to
You wanna
go ahead.
do it?
If this is not a commitment for the next 5 years, they're just saying that this is what it would be. This would be a year by year thing
So
that
if
we
we don't
could.
like it after a year, we.
Correct. Correct. And then I only need one signed by you, Trish, but I wanted you all to see a copy of the contract I'm gonna be signing. This is the one. Everything else you see.
So, since we're already started into this year, when would our renewal be for the following year?
It would, after this year, would go to annual, so, I believe January 1, but I could verify that. They said they're gonna make it effective March 1, so I think it'd be March 1.
The 60-day notice. That's why I asked.
Yes.
Have we had complaints about not being able to?
I have not had any, but as we upgrade the website, anything that we've been grandfathered in before under for having an older website would go away since we're renewing our new website.
Okay.
And to be honest, the way I look at it is, $5,000 in preventative maintenance.
On to make it easier for disabled people to be able to get information.
Yes,
I think that is a small price to pay. And it might make it easier just for people not technically,
Cause I'm looking at the streaming stuff, and our streaming stuff is used through YouTube, so. That would be, this is closed captioning.
yeah, if they look at our, like, they watch our, that's a good question, Alex, if they watch our.
I believe.
We're on it's on, our thing is on the agenda or the minutes where they can just click on it.
Yeah.
How would they do like the closed caption if they're?
Yeah, I'm
that
not
was covered
that's
in
a
this?
third party. YouTube is a
so-
third party.
So we don't have the responsibility to do that, okay?
Well, I think it's on there. Alright,
I think it's
You
something.
can do closed captioning
okay.
with the feed.
Alright.
Oh, it would be on their end though, if they needed closed captioning,
Yeah.
okay.
No, I'm fine.
Well, was there a motion to
So
accept
moved.
this?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Same sign, motion carries.
That's all I have. I, unless Alex really was serious, let me
No,
know.
I'll talk to you offline. It's
You
in
know, we
regards
like to
to our
talk to
last,
people offline all the time.
it was in regards to our last conversation.
Okay,
So this is for the first year, or is it for?
March 1.
this is for going forward, we'll cancel if, I mean, it's automatically renewable unless we cancel.
Oh, okay.
Actually, no, let's have it, since Trish wanna be funny today. I'd like to amend the agenda to have an executive session, to include, HR director, Kristen. And, yeah, you don't have to be here for this.
How long?
5 minutes, it's not long.
For non-elected personnel?
I don't like the person there.
Do I hear a second?
Sorry.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
Sorry, Teresa, I tried.
I know you did. Alex blew it.
Oh, no, Trish blew it.
Did not have